Do you both like Star Wars by any chance?
I like Star Wars. They used to call me the Third Eye Jedi.
All right.
We got t-shirts at hotepnation.com. Third Eye Jedi t-shirts at hotepnation.com too. hotepnation.com/shop. The official Third Eye Jedi.
So according to Hollywood Reporter Mark Bernardin, he blames fans for the reason why Star Wars is failing. And what I see is social justice is killing movies. Other studios and platforms tried this in the past where they caved to social justice warriors, and they're all about inclusivity and LGBTQ. But then the fans don't show up to actually buy the goods, and then the whole project was a waste of time and money. Social justice does not sell. It's all about virtue signaling. And we need to wake up and we need to save Star Wars, because I enjoyed it as a kid. And George Lucas made a terrible, terrible new trilogy. I forgot what year that was, early 2000s-ish. And then we had the newer ones, Rogue One, and then The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. And those were just terrible, terrible movies. I'm not even going to see Solo, but maybe Trump needs to get involved and actually make Star Wars great again, because it's going to kill the franchise. The only thing I'm looking forward to is the Boba Fett movie, but I really do not want them to ruin Boba Fett, because I will stop loving him as a character. What do you two think about social justice killing movies, and especially the Star Wars franchise?
You go first.
All right. Personally, I'm getting so tired of it. And it's not just the Star Wars franchise that's been ruined. I have two roommates with me. One is a huge Star Wars nerd, and both of them, including myself, huge comic nerds. Like we love this kind of stuff. And what we've been seeing a lot of lately is that a lot of our characters, a lot of the stories we grew up with, are being irreversibly changed into just not even good characters, just to appease the LGBTQ communities. And you even saw it with the Black Panther movie. Out here, I tried to go watch it when it first came out. I was told I was not welcome in that theater. Like,
Right.
yeah, like this, and I'm quoting here, "This is for black people only, get out." And I was like, what? Like, this is one of my favorite characters as a kid. Like, why am I not okay to be in here?
So you couldn't go to the movies?
Yeah, I mean, I stayed and watched anyway. Like, no one's going to tell me I can't watch Black Panther.
Okay.
But no, it was interesting to kind of see that firsthand. But you hear stories about that kind of stuff all the time, where a character has to be modeled a certain way to appease the LGBTQ community, or else it just gets crap ratings when it's finished being made. What was the new movie that just came out where Ben Shapiro talked about it the other day? It was a terrible, terrible movie, but because it was all females and minorities, when they did the reviews on it, they tried so damn hard not to give it a negative review and still said it sucked.
Ocean's 8?
Yes, Ocean's 8. The movie is so terrible. It's garbage.
What is it?
Ocean's 8.
You saw it?
Not the whole thing.
Oh.
The last three that they did, I have loved since they came out.
Yeah.
As soon as I started seeing stuff about Ocean's 8, the whole premises was screwed. And when they came out and talked about it, and they did their reviews on the movie, they used words like how prideful it was to see a community come together and so on and so forth. But then at the end of it, they would say something like, but it kind of sparked out without too much life, or was a little too fluff. And that's all it was. Like, and it was just a terrible movie. But you see that all the time. Bad movies getting good reviews, hell, getting Oscars, getting nominations over some of the best movies we've seen probably in the last 10 or 15 years. So that's my take on it. And it's ruining the movie industry.
I didn't enjoy Black Panther. I just saw Black Panther like maybe 2 weeks ago on DVD. Um, I just watched it because I want to see what the fuss was about, and I was disappointed, man. I was like, yo, this movie wasn't that good. Um, the Star Wars, I know Star Wars is cult like, but my issue is this, right? So when I go to movies, I want to go see a good movie. I don't care about all this race shit and politics. I just want to see a good ass movie. You know what I'm saying? What's the storyline? What's the plot? I felt like with the Solo movie, I didn't know what the movie was about. Every time I saw a trailer, it was just like, look, Donald Glover is playing um what's Billy D's role again? Lando, thank you.
Lando Calrissian.
It was just like, all right, so Charles Gambino is playing Lando. All right, so what's the movie about?
And he's pansexual too, apparently.
He was what?
There was reports before Solo comes out that Lando is pansexual.
Yeah, I did see something like that, and I'm just like, yo, like, so what is this, like a pansexual sex scene we should be prepared for in the movie? Like, why is this pertinent to the plot? I don't know, man. If I'm not compelled from the trailer, I'm not going to see the movie.
Yeah, they really messed up the trailer from the beginning, and right before I had any negative feelings about that movie with the SJW agenda, I'm like, this looks terrible. Even in the first trailer, you barely see Han Solo. It's mostly about Lando. Are they trying to push something there too? I mean, Han is the star. It should be about him.
The thing is, black people, waste more money on disposable goods, disposable experiences. So I think that Hollywood and TV is trying to exploit that. I think other cultures are more frugal with their money and less likely to spend on entertainment. If you go look at the Nielsen, I don't know what the numbers are, but if you go look at Nielsen reporting, you'd see that African Americans are more likely to spend on entertainment than anybody else. So I think that's kind of what they're catering to, but it's just like, you still got to realize that there's other people that want to see these movies, so you have to still make them good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it complements matters even further is when you get actors who come out and honestly say their political stances, and then they never find work again if they don't agree with the liberal point of view. Like there was two recently. One of them was actually supposed to be in the Han Solo movie, and she got told no because you're a Republican. Like it wasn't come out directly and said that. Yeah. But that's the gist that the reporting crew got when they interviewed her for why she got denied for Han Solo. And but you've been seeing a lot of that in the last couple of years.
Yeah, like I said earlier, pop culture is liberal, man.